Hello, thank you for joining this video. Here we'll explore the product detail page of your Shopify store. So first of all, we need to go to our theme customizer. And once we are here, we need to go to the default product page. So first of all, we click here, then choose products, and then go to the default product. So here is our product detail page. So let's get started. So first of all, we'll take a look at this product template. So this is where all the customization is going to happen. And we also have theme settings for customizing our product page. But first of all, let's take a look at our demo store. We have prepared 3 demo stores for you with the ready product detail page. So first of all, let's take a look at this one. So this is how this product detail page all filled out looks like. This is all the information that we have in here. We also have this product detail page. So we have the picture, the information, the options. We have all this information in here. And we also have this product page in here. From time to time, we'll refer to these demo product pages. But from now on, we'll go to the theme customizer. So first of all, let's click on the product template to see what settings do we have in there. So first of all, we have the lazy load, enabling of the lazy load. We also can enable zoom or disable it, of course, if you want to. So as you can see, our zoom icon has disappeared now, but let's return it here. We can also show borders or not show them. You can choose what suits you the best and show arrows on the mobile. So as you can see, we have these arrows in here, but if you don't want your clients to see these arrows, maybe you want them to simply slide through, we can just disable the arrows for mobile. Also, we have the media layout, so we can choose to show the media in carousel, as stacked, or in stacked 2 columns. For this information, you can check our product page media layout video. There you can find all the settings for the media layout. So now let's move further. So we also have these general settings. Let's scroll down here. So we have the show message of taxes included. So as you can see, we have this notification here. If you want to, you can disable it. Or let's return this message here. We can also show pay installments or disable this. Also show share buttons. So as you can see, if we scroll down here, we have these share buttons. We have the copy the link, Facebook and Twitter. If you want to disable them, just click here and this section will disappear. So also we have the enable sticky add to cart. So let me show you how it looks without the sticky add to cart. So once I'm here on my product, if I scroll down and the add to cart button is not visible anymore, there is no option for me to add this product to my cart. However, if we enable sticky add to cart, save our changes. Now let's go to our product here. So as I'm on this product, and if I scroll down and the add to cart section disappears, as you can see, I have this pop up here. We have the product name, the price, the quantity, and the option to add my product to my cart. So here is this option with sticky add to cart. It really helps you with the sales, because once your client scrolls down and the add to cart section is not visible, then this sticky pop-up appears. However, once the section is visible here, it disappears. Or if you want to disable it, you can just leave it as it is. Also here we can find the colors set up for, so the border color, the button color, the background for the button color. You can find all this information in here. We can also add offsets for the desktop, for mobile, for top, and for button. Next thing that we have in here are theme settings. So if you click here you can find all the theme settings regarding the product page. However, we advise you to choose the settings directly from this section, theme settings in here, because it has more information, more details in it. But let's take a look add the theme settings inside the product template page. So once we go to the theme settings in here, we can see that we can choose the default product image. So it works only for cases when we don't have any images for our products. So for example, if you create a product via your Shopify admin panel and you do not add any images to that product, you can simply choose to add the default product image here. And for all images that don't, for all products that don't include images, they will display the default product image. So you can add this image through here. We can also change the swatch options. So as you can see, right now we have swatch options for the color section. So if we leave this section blank, then the swatches will be available for colors only. But for example, if you don't have color swatches for your product, but you maybe have material swatches that you'd like to showcase, you can enter it here. So for this product, we don't have any material option. We have the size and the color. So let me just show you it with the size option. So if I change it to size, the swatch option, save my changes. So as you can see, my color option does not have swatches anymore. However, the size option now has the swatch. So this works for types of options in case you don't want to show the color swatches. Or you can just leave it as blank, the swatch option here, and then only your color will have the swatch options. Okay, what do we have next? Here we can enable or overall disable the color swatches. So we just simply click here. None of our sections, none of our options will have the swatches. Or we can return it so that our colors are beautifully displayed with color swatches here. The next thing, as you can see, it only says enable, so this is why it may disturb you as we don't see what it actually says about it. However, this is why we advise you to use theme settings, because if we go to theme settings and to compare products, we see that this button simply says enable. It means enable compare products. And this is why in the sections in the product template, we have this button in the theme settings displayed as simply enable. So you can either remember that this means enable or disable compare products button, or go to theme settings to set up all the settings from there. So if we click here, then our product will have these compare products buttons. We have a more detailed video on how to set up compare products, so you can check the link to that video in the description box. So let's save this setting here. Then we can show unit price. However, keep in mind that this is available only for Germany, so only German stores can choose to show unit price. And also you can show currency mode. So as of now, as you can see, we have the dollar symbol and the price. However, if you choose to show currency mode code, we'll also see USD or CAD if it's a Canadian store and Canadian dollars. Okay, so let's remove that. And then we also have this setting here. We can add a gift box or gift product wrap. So first of all, we need to choose the product. So let's remove it from here. Also, let's remove this image. So once I'm in here, I have the product, select product. Here we just add our gift and then click on select. And now we can also add this button icon. We have a separate video on how to set up products gift wrap. You can also check our description box to find a more detailed video on gift box there. And so from here, you can also change the button label for the gift box. So here is how it looks. Okay, so these are all the instructions that we have for the product template overall. Now let's get to more details. So first of all, let's start with badges. We also have a separate video on badges and how to add them, how to remove them. So feel free to check our description box and find the video in there. So here, if we click on badges, there is no customization for them as the badges are added through your Shopify admin panel. Next, we have vendor. So if you add your vendor in your Shopify admin panel, it will be displayed here. So as you can see in our example, the lace is the vendor for this product, but this vendor is added through admin panel. Also, we have the title for our product. There's also no customization setting available for here, as the title is taken directly from the title you enter in your Shopify admin panel. Next, we have the SKU and reviews. So the SKU is also taken from your Shopify admin panel, and here is the text. So we have ART for article, and as you can see, we have this code for SKU. If you want to, you can change the naming in here. Just make sure to leave the % and SKU for the actual SKU number from your admin panel. But for this section or article, you can change it to whatever you'd prefer. And also here we have the setting that says reviews show reviews. So as you can see, this star rating in here, we can choose to either show it or hide it. So if I disable it here, as you can see, we don't see the rating anymore. We also have a special video for reviews, how to set up them. You can check our description box to refer to this video. Okay, now let's move on. So after the SKU and option and reviews, we have the options settings. So once we click here, we see that we can show labels and show size guide. So labels are the names of our options like size and color. If we disable showing these labels, we don't see the size and color anymore. And also we can choose to show size guide. We don't have the size guide for this product specifically, but usually size guide is located either here or in here. You can check our video on how to set up the size guide in the description box as well. So let's not take our time with the size guide here. It's a huge topic. You can just simply check our previous video. And now let's move on. We also have the quantity. So as you can see, this is the quantity section. So if I click on it, I can either show the label or disable it. So the label means, once again, only the name. The section stays. However, we can choose to hide the name quantity. So here I'm disabling it, or I can choose to show this label. And after the quantity, we also have the sale ends in. So for this product, right now we do not have the countdown timer. However, we have a specific video on how to set up the countdown timer. You can also check the video for more details. And in this section here, sale ends in, if your product has the countdown timer, you can just simply edit the text. You can also add like the sale icon, and it will be displayed whenever you'd prefer, near the price, near the picture, or where you toggle this section. So remember that this is like the order that we have in here. However, you can change it as you prefer. So you can move the sale ends in. You can also change badges. You can move them to the bottom, for example. You can change all of these sections in the order that suits you the most. So after our sales ends in, we have the price section that is also taken from your Shopify admin panel, as when you add the product to your admin, you specify the price for this product. And this is the price that is seen in here. So next we have the add to cart section. So here we have the button type selection. We have the primary and secondary option. So with primary, we see the white buttons with black hover, or we can change it to secondary, and then we'll see the black button with white hover. But let me pull it back to the primary here. And also just a second to refresh the page. So the next option that we have is to show or hide additional payment buttons. So the additional payment button is the Buy It Now button. If you don't want to show it in your store, you can simply hide it. and you'll only be left with the add to cart button. We also have the show enabled payment types. These are the payment types. If you want to show them, you can click here, or if you wanted to hide the payment types, just disable this section from here. But for now, let's return them. And also there is a section for show receipt information form for gift cards. So if your store supports gift cards, this will allow the buyers to send gift cards on a scheduled date along with a personal message. Okay, so now let's move on. So then after the add to cart, we have the pickup availability section. We cannot customize it because we can only set it up from our admin panel. We don't have any pickup availability information for this store, but I will show you how it looks on the demo stores that we have. So in this demo store, as you can see, we have this information for pickup availability here. We also have this information for our demo store in here. And for this store, here we don't have the pickup availability section, but you can set it up from your admin panel and look for an upcoming video on this topic. Once it's ready, we'll link it here in the description box of this video. Okay, so now let's move on to the drawers. So we have the drawer section here. We have the product description, product reviews, and shipping and returns. So overall, we can have 3 drawers here, or we can choose to show one or none of them. So for the show description, this is the description that is taken from the description of your product. So here is the product, here is the description, and once I go to my product here, click on description drawer, I can see this information pop up. You can choose to hide this drawer from here. So if we disable it, as you can see, we don't have any description drawers in here. And also we can change the button label. So if you want to rename it to like product info or any other information, just type it in here. We can also choose to show the product reviews. Once again, I'm reminding you that we have a separate video on how to add reviews to your store. You can check the video. It's linked in the description box. But here you can choose to show reviews or hide them. So right now they're hidden. We can return them. And you can also rename the button label. And the next thing that we have is the shipping and returns. So here in this drawer, if you want to show it alongside other information, you need to have the specific page for the shipping and returns. So make sure the page is added to your Shopify admin panel. So once I'm back here, I go to online stores and I go to pages. And here, as you can see, we have the shipping and returns page, all filled with the content. So let me just go back to my product. And here in the customizer, you just need to add this page. So in the drawer content, click on select page and choose your shipping and returns. Now let's choose select. The button label will be shipping and returns. And let's now save our changes. Okay, so next we go to the Perusable With section. So this is the section in here. As you can see, when click on it, we see that there is no customization apart from the heading name. So it says pairs well with, we can change to like complementary products or goes along well with. So any heading that you like, you can enter in here. And to add the complementary products, you need to have the search and discovery app. We have a video on this topic. You can check the description box, and there you'll find the video on how to add products to pairs well with or complementary products to your product detail page. And next we have the gift wrap product. So we've already talked about it briefly when we went to the product template to theme settings. Here we've added our gift box. So in the product template, in the gift wrap product, you don't have any like customization in here. You can simply add this block or delete it. So as you can see right now, here at the bottom, we have the add gift box. We can, for example, toggle it next to the price maybe, or maybe next to the add to cart, so that clients can choose to add the gift box to their product cart as well. or we can simply delete this section from our product template. If you want to customize the gift wrap product, you need to go to the theme settings and to the gift wrap product. Here are all the customizations, and you can check our video on how to add gift wrap products through the link in the description box. So back to sections and to product template, there are several blocks that we can add. So if we click on add block, we see the sales point. So we add this block here, and as you can see, we can click on this section, and then we can choose the icon and choose the text. So for example, we want to ship worldwide, so we can choose to add the image, like the icon, and let's enter worldwide shipping. So now let's save our changes, and if we take a look at our product, here in the bottom, we'll see the worldwide shipping section. So let's just toggle it here to the add to cart for a sleeker look, and this is how it's going to look like. Keep in mind that even though the section is called sales point, you can actually choose it for basically whatever you want. You can add other icons, you can type other text. All the information that will be visible is the icon and the text that you add. So for example, if you have like a specific message that you want to leave to your clients in your product detail page, you can do it from the sales point. The next block that we can add is the inventory status. So if you want to notify your clients on the high stock or low stock of your products, you can choose to show inventory status. As you can see, it's in here. So this product specifically is in low stock. So here you can choose the names for low stock, in stock, ready to ship. You can rename them, and also you can decide for yourself how many products are eligible to be shown as a low stock threshold. So right now we have 10, we can increase it to 17, we can maybe decrease it to like 3 products. So let's move it to like, let's say 2 products. So you see when I add the low stock threshold to 2, the specific product is now in stock and ready to ship. So here is where you can fully customize all of this information. So let's now save our changes and go back to the additional blocks. So if I click on add block, I also see that we have the notify me block. So once we choose it, we can go to customization of it. So let's first of all toggle the perishable width so that we see all the required information up front. So here we have the notify me section. Okay, so we have the button label. You can change it to email me when available. We can also choose the icon and the form settings. So what this section is all about. In case your product is out of stock, then your product will have the small section here that allows your clients to choose to notify them when your product is back available. So for example, let's make this product sold out. So we go to our Shopify admin panel and we change availability to 0. Okay, so once we've changed it, we can go back to our customizer. So back at our customizer, we can see that we can choose the button icon. So let's choose this one, appropriate for email, and let's save our changes. So for the form settings, of course, you can modify it to your preference. So notify by email when this product becomes available is the heading. You can rename it. You can rename the placeholders from like your email, button label, and success message. And now let's take a look how it's going to look like. So once our product is sold out, as you've noticed, we have the new badge sold out. We scroll down here and we have email me when available section. And next, here we have the block ask a question. So for example, if you want your clients to be able to send you messages specific to specific products, you can enable this option here. So here we have these settings. We have the button label, ask a question. Here it is. We can also add the icon. So for example, let's add this icon here. Now our section will have the icon as well. And here is the form settings. So you can, of course, rename everything, the heading, the email placeholder, the name placeholder, all this information can be edited through here. And if your clients do send you emails through this form, let's take a closer look now at this form specifically. So when I go to view my product, here is the product. And if I go to the ask a question, I can see this pop up here. We see the email, the name, phone, the URL for this product specifically, and where I can write the message. So once the client submits this form, the message will be sent to the email address that you've entered as your sender email in the settings of your Shopify admin panel in the notifications sections. So here in your Shopify admin panel, if you go to settings, through here you can find your sender email and change it if you prefer. Okay, so back to our theme customizer. The next block that we can add is the custom field. So this is the section where your clients can add custom messages. So if you add this field, let's also toggle it to this point here near add to cart. So once we click here, we see two fields. We have the field label and the required text. So for example, you want your clients to have the ability to send a note with their order. So they'll be able to see the note in the cart, in the checkout, and in their order. So once we add this section, let's also save our changes. Now let's prepare our product. Let's just open it here. Okay, so as you can see, we have two sections that the clients can fill out. So they see the field label. This is just the label where they can enter their note maybe. So let's just add custom note in here. So if you want the clients to simply send the note and be able to add the product with node or without it, you can leave it as it is. So first of all, let's change our product back to in stock so that we have the ability to add it to cart. Let's now click on preview. So here, once I'm on the product, just let's refresh the page. And okay, so here we have the product. It's back in stock, and as you can see, we have this custom notes section. So here your clients can enter any information that they have, and if they click on add to cart, as you can see here, when I go to my cart, I can see my product and I can see the custom node. This is what the client has entered. And of course, they can also add the product to their cart without any nodes. So I can simply click on add to cart, go to my cart, and there is no comment in here. However, if you want the clients to be able to add the product to the cart only after they fill out a specific information here, keep in mind that you can change the custom node to any information that you need. Maybe there's some specific information that you want your clients to include while making the order. You can add the required text. So here we have the required text. If we enter here any information, then the clients need to tick that checkbox in order to be able to add the product to their cart. So for example, you want them to maybe add a required information, or even if you want them to have the ability to send a custom note, but you want them to maybe verify this information. So let's just add like confirm. Let's save our changes. And now let's go and view our product. So let's go to our product here. Wait a second. Let's refresh the page as it's still sold out. Let's check it from here. Okay, so once we refresh the page, as you can see, we have the custom node. I can add any information in here. However, if I click on add to cart, as you can see, we see that the checkbox must be checked. Okay, so for example, I'm adding like shipping information, maybe, and I confirm this information. And then when I click on add to cart, the item is now added. So when I go to my cart, I can see the custom node, shipping info, the information that I've just entered in here. So this custom field can be added through your product template in here. And besides that information, we've only left with custom liquid. So this is the section where you can add your custom code if you want to change anything. And also in the product related sections, we have the product recommendations. So these are, as you can see, the product recommendations. We have a specific video on the perishable width and product recommendation that you can check by clicking the link in the description box. But by clicking this section, you can see that here is the customizing for these recommendations sections. For more details, please check the video. And this is all the information we wanted to share with you on the product detail page. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team. We're always here to help you. And don't forget about our theme manual, where you can find all this useful information stacked in here as well. Thank you very much for your time and have a great day. Bye.